You'll never guess where they want you wearing masks now. What's going on, guys? XQ420 back in it, back in the building, back around it, sprinkling something on top of it. Another video for you. Today's video, they got something out, the experts, the know-it-alls, the guys who got all the best intentions for you. Say this, they say couples should wear masks during sex in COVID world. Alright, so we're going to dive into this. Now you got to wear a mask there too. So it says, researchers at Harvard University examined the probabilities of contracting COVID-19 during sex. And to lower transmission risk, they determined people engaged in lovemaking should wear a mask and avoid kissing. Okay, so, won't you wear a mask? Avoid kissing. Avoid kissing, that's the foundation. So they want to strip you of the foundation. They say, look, skip it. If you got to do it, just get right into it. You got to skip the kissing. None of that. We got to cancel that. We're in the cancel culture. We're canceling kissing. So that's the way we got to get down now. So this is the research titled Sexual Health in SARS-CoV-2 Era. Now that just lets you know, man, folks got too much time on their hands. They just out here, they just making studies on just a bunch of nonsense. Stuff that don't matter. Said this was published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. I don't know if that's misspelled or maybe it's annals. Anyway, that's just a bad name when you put it in this context. Last month describes new guidance on how to address sexual health and activity during the pandemic. And it recommends people must. Not, hey, you know, if you want to, you're trying to do some cosplay or something. Not must. Wear a mask for the most dangerous sexual scenario. Sex with those who've not quarantined. I mean, they act like that's the boogeyman. Like it's some bully that's gonna steal your lunch money. I mean, you know how hard it is to quarantine? You got to go out and do something. Unless you're just self-sufficient, you make your food in the backyard, got pigs and everything, you ain't got to go out. Ain't got to go get no feed or nothing. Just living off the land. Otherwise, it's not feasible for anybody. Got to be honest with you. So they got a whole table, a whole chart right here for the practices. This is what Harvard's came out with. You know, some smart guys around Harvard, supposedly. Let's see what they got to say. All right, so they got different approaches up here. They got from the from your least harmful all the way up to, you know, in the red. It's something you got to be careful of. You know what I'm saying? So, well, the first thing they got up here is sexual abstinence. Low risk for infection, though not feasible for many. They said, well, yeah, it's low risk. I mean, there ain't nobody with you. I mean, ain't nobody around. I mean, I don't know how you're going to get it. That would be the lowest of risk. It's pretty much zero. Of course, it's not feasible. Well, yeah, if you're married, girlfriend, you know. Other than that, I mean, it's hard to get a date nowadays. I mean, I don't know how many folks, you know, you're trying to go somewhere and you got to wait outside for 45 minutes to get there to eat. And you go inside, ain't but 10 folks eating. You're like, man, what is going on? I mean, it's going to be some awkward moments you just sitting outside waiting to get a table. So, of course, that's not feasible for many. So, number 2, masturbation. Now, they say that's low risk for infection. Shouldn't it be the same amount of risk as abstinence? Because it's just you. You by yourself. I mean, ain't nobody else around. I don't see how it's going to be any higher. But they had to move that up the hierarchy. And then they give you some safe tips. If you want to go to Planned Parenthood, they're trying to give you safe tips. Because, I mean, everybody's just doing it unsafely. Taking risk. I mean, I don't know what kind of risk you're taking. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward. I don't know how many tips you're going to need, but they got plenty of tips for you. If you want to go to their site, they give you some tips and tricks to getting this thing done. All right, so number 3, sexual activity via digital platforms, such as the phone or video chat. Once again, that's just you. That's you by yourself. So it's just a combination of that one and the top one. So I mean, I don't see how you're increasing your risk. They said patients should be counseled on the risk for screenshots of conversations or videos and sexual extortion. Well, I mean, that's going on all the time. We ain't got to wait for the pandemic for that to happen. That ain't nothing new. But yeah, like they're giving you some new information. This is old info. Info everybody already knows about. But they said minors should be counseled on potential legal consequences if they are in possession of sexual images of other minors. I mean, when they say minors, I'm guessing they saying below 18, I believe. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, what the parents doing? I mean they got to get involved somehow. I mean, they got to be like, look, you got to go outside or something. I mean, I can't leave you in your room all day on that computer because, I mean, they're predators out there. That's what they're saying up here. They're predators. But once again, what's that got to do with the COVID-19? Nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with it at all. Yeah, more of a risk to get, shopped online. You know what I'm saying? They shop you off. They done took your video and posted a whole bunch of places. Be a viral king. You don't want that kind of drama in your life. They also said minors should be counseled on the risk for online sexual predation. Well, of course, which has increased since the pandemic began. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's increased. It's probably been the same. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean, parents, y'all got to do something. I mean, y'all can't just leave them in there all day. Tablet. I mean, they got teen mode. I mean, you jump in your car now, they got teen driving, but you can't go over 60. You can't put it in the drive unless the seatbelt's clicked. You gotta make sure you adjust your mirrors. I mean, they won't even let you move the car. I mean, to tell me you can't set the tablet or computer up so they can't stay off a little risque site. I mean, come on now. All right, so dropping down to number 4. The sex with those with whom one is self-quarantined. They almost went like Shakespearean when they said it. And make you stutter. That ain't how we talk in real life. It said patient is at risk for infection from sex partner if they have been exposed while outside the home. Well, I mean, okay. It said the patient is at risk for infection from an asymptomatic SARS-CoV-2 infected partner. Now, this whole asymptomatic thing, I mean, how deadly? I mean, when you say asymptomatic, they act like, okay, you got no symptoms, but it's just one day you're walking around and you just fall right out. It's like, hey, so how you feeling, Paul? I'm feeling good. I've been feeling good all, just bam, hit the floor, done, KO. COVID got him, must have asymptomatic, but he ain't know he had it. Just fell right out. Come on, man. Y'all got to give me something better than this. You talking about asymptomatic spread, and it ain't a thing. I mean, it ain't a real thing to me anyway. Not for the cove too. Maybe something else. But I got to see a little proof. And then the final one, that's in the red, the most deadly. Sex with persons other than those with whom one is self-quarantined. With other than those with whom one is self-quarantined. Okay. If you ain't quarantined with them, just met them out in the street, side ditch. I'll probably tell you not to go get down with them anyway. I mean, it's not a good decision. But I mean, hey, it's your life. Hey, safe, do it safely. Ain't that what they say? Keep safe. Everybody want me to be safe. Ain't nobody ever told me to be safe before. Well, you just fall right out. Don't make me no difference. Now I got to be safe everywhere I'm going. Okay. So the patient should be counseled on the risk for infection for partners, as well as risk reduction techniques that include minimizing the number of sexual partners. Well, that's what you should be doing anyway. You're gonna get a whole lot more than just some COVID-2. You're gonna get a whole lot of grief. You got to keep a lie going. I mean, that's tough enough to do right there. You gotta keep your lives going. It said avoiding sex partners with symptoms consistent with SARS-CoV-2. Now look, I don't know. I mean, you get home, your woman got a fever, 102. She's sneezing, coughing, runny nose. It's like, man, we got to get down. I mean, I'm just sorry. I mean, no, but to feel bad. I mean, if somebody feeling bad, they ain't looking nothing. They ain't looking nothing but a bed, some OJ, maybe a little cough syrup. I mean, that's about it. They looking to be left alone. Folk got a fever, got runny nose, sneezing all over the place, man. I don't think those are the ones that having any sex right now. I just got to be honest with you. I mean, I don't see it happen. But they tell you avoid kissing and sexual behaviors with risk for fecal oral transmission. Well, I mean, you ought to be avoiding that anyway. That's my motto: stay away from the butthole. Keep away from it, far away. That is bad for business. It said, or that involves semen or urine. Don't be peeing on folk neither. I mean, come on now. I guess if you want to, but I mean, you better ask the other person. That's all I got to say. If they down with that, I mean, don't surprise folks with that. It's not a welcome surprise. It said, wearing a mask, shine before and after sexual intercourse. It ain't always possible, but before and after. I mean, after, yeah, but before, sometimes you just get caught off guard, bud. Be like, this is the time. So, I mean, when it's that time, I mean, you ain't got time to be running to get a shower. I mean, by the time you get back, bud, they done got some ice cream. They sitting on the couch. They got their feet kicked up. They over here looking at HGTV or whatever. I mean, they said, man, I'm done, man. We missed the moment. This is all I got to say. The moment was missed. So, and cleaning of the physical space with soap or alcohol wipes. Now, I don't know if they talking about you yourself. I hope not with alcohol wipes. But I mean, you just right after you just gonna immediately wash the bedspread and wipe down the mantle, and man, folks just wiping down everything, man. Stop wiping down everything. But when we come out the backside of this, stuff folks won't worried about, man, is gonna get them. Everything, stuff that just everyday little common cold gonna straight up wipe folk out. Because they just been wiping everything. They've been sanitizing everything. So I ain't in agreement with it. All right, so it says sex puts people within close proximity. I mean, yeah. That ain't no new news. I mean, come on now. So both individuals will likely be exposed to droplets like cough, sneezes, and spit. Okay, spit, yeah, but man, ain't nobody just sneezing right up in your nose. I mean, where's these folks that walk around just sneeze in people's faces? Where's the YouTube channel on that? I need to go check it out. They just walk down the road, folk. They don't. I mean, it's right up in their nose. So at the same time, 35% of COVID-19 characters are asymptomatic. Once again, an asymptomatic spread. The asymptomatic that leads to immediate death, supposedly. The problem is, I ain't seen nobody like that. Which means sex can spread the highly contagious respiratory illness. All right. So we got some guidelines from Oregon and New York City health departments. They published this sex guide showing people how to have sex with social distancing in mind. So we go over here. They got this nice little poster for you. Put it up, around town, just to help folks out. Say you're your safest sex partner. Hey, okay. Get off while maintaining your distance. I mean, they want you to go to the digital platforms. I mean, they trying to push you right towards it. They're the top two. They said, man, they even got your phone up there. You know what I'm saying? It's a selective kissing. So this says, kissing can easily pass COVID-19. Avoid kissing anyone who is not part of your small circle or close contacts. Well, I mean, folks, you just walk around kissing. I mean, your close contacts, how many? It should just be one. I know some people got a couple, but close contacts? I don't think you just walking around there just licking all of them on the mouth. That's all I gotta say. It's crazy. And then finally, they got some useful information. which is use condoms. Bam, there it is. If you're gonna be with all kind of folks you don't know, I mean you better strap up. That's all I got to say. So they said condoms and dental dams. Now I seen dental dams. I was like, dental dam. I said, hold on a second. So obviously I went to CDC's website. I mean they got the dental dam use. It's just information. For everybody. I guess that's what you're supposed to put over the woman's area. The problem is, have you seen anybody buy one of these? I mean, where they sell these things at? I mean, I ain't seen one of these. Period. I mean, you go to a grocery store, you go to a convenience store, you know, 25-cent machine. I mean, I ain't seen none of them. Dental dam. I mean, so I don't know if they exist. And you know why I think I don't know they exist? It's because they show you how to make one out of a condom. I said, man, why are we wasting money? I mean, you been done looked around, you done cut your last one. You be like, God, this is tough. I mean, so then you just got to make a poor choice from there. So I'm already here, so I mean, this got other consequences with it. So they show you how to make one right out of a rubber. I mean, it's like, man, but which one do I need to get though? I mean, I'm guessing the ultra thin, but I mean, who's got that kind of time? I mean, you got to plan this out. Man, a lot of times you don't know what's happening. I mean, they want you to come up with a full plan. So I don't know about all that. I mean, it seems a little far out there. So they say press pause, rimming, mouth on anus, might spread COVID-19 virus in feces, may enter your mouth. That's just that's the main thing. I mean, the feces. Just click pause on that whole movement. That movement needs to pause anyway. Then of course wash your hands. I mean, I got you. Wash my hands. I got you. I'm gonna wash them. Just back off of me, okay? I'm gonna wash my hands. It's okay. All right. Harvard also says while kissing should be avoided, it's also warned against oral to anal acts. Like I said, just stay away from that anyway. I mean, that ain't good for your taste buds. Well, your life expectancy. That's what I think. I think your life expectancy goes down. You're doing stuff like that. Because anything that involves spit and human stool could lead to virus spreading. Well, thank you. But I mean, I'm raising concerns with something else besides that. I mean, man, it's just a bad area to be in. I mean, that area had one purpose. And we crushed that. But I mean, if that's what you do, if that's your thing, hey. I mean, I ain't gonna be the one running out there to stop you. I mean, I just say there's a better way. They said it's not clear, however, whether viral RNA detected in the stool is capable of causing productive infection. Well, no duh. I mean, when they gonna take some stool, rub across somebody's lip and see if they get it later? I mean, come on, man, it's just nasty. I mean, it ain't something that's feasible. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're not gonna test that one. That one's not gonna be tested. Some widespread testing on that one. Widespread research. You know what I'm saying? Hey, guy, you want to come in here? We got a few stool samples. You just gotta lick them. They're like, what? Man, stop. Man, this is crazy, dude. It said, moreover, these data are moot, given that any in-person contact results in substantial risk for disease transmission owing to the virus. Not a virus, but the virus. Man, they act like this is the only one that's ever existed. Like this is the first one. I mean, you think this one's the God killer. You know, like we were mortal beforehand and this thing came along. It's the God killer. Stability on common surfaces and propensity to propagate in the oropharynx and respiratory tract. I mean, they just throw big words out there because they know you don't know what they're saying, but they just gonna throw words out. Oh, we sound smart. They're gonna roll right with us, whatever we say. All right, so while all this is going on, I mean, folks on they're doing it no way. I mean, we talking about this is a time right now when U.S. births are hitting 3-decade low. They said, man, we in the red. We going towards the red. Well, not literally. I mean, Still folks being born, but it's like, there's a whole lot less people being born. So, I mean, what are they really pushing? Not to have any children? Potentially. I don't know. It'd be tough right now, but I don't see a whole lot of silver linings out there right now. So, in closing, I mean, man, don't wear a mask when you're having sex. I mean, unless you're doing some cosplay, you trying to freshen things up, man. It ain't the good move, man. You're gonna hold up time. One or the other person gonna be like, I'm good. You're just gonna move on. We're gonna have a whole lot of tension. That ain't what you need right now. We already got enough tension out here. We need to relieve the tension, which is what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be relieving tension. No, I got to go in there. Hold on, okay, wash my hands. Do that anyway. Make sure I wipe all the sheets down. Let me get my mask. Dental dam. I mean, you just like, dang, bud. I gotta get a checklist to get this thing done. I mean, come on now. So, I mean, I hope you guys like the video. Rate, share, subscribe. Comment below. Hit the bell notifications. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.